despite the fact that the Senate just advanced a measure to fund the government through November, a government shutdown is still set to begin by Sunday.
Washington, D.C. correspondent Alexandra Lamone explains why a compromise between lawmakers has still not been reached.
Speaker McCarthy is saying he cares more about the whims of the hard right, the hard right, than avoiding a shutdown.
Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer says the U.S. should not be on the brink of a government shutdown because Democratic and Republican leaders reached an agreement on spending back in June.
We all shook hands on this deal, but now the Speaker, and only the Speaker, is going back on his word.
The Senate voted to advance a measure that would fund the government through November 17th. It also includes $6 billion for disaster relief and another $6 billion for Ukraine. But this week, Speaker Kevin McCarthy said he would not consider the Senate measure, a choice Oregon Senator Jeff Merkley lambasted.
All the damage done from that rests on Kevin McCarthy's shoulders.
Conservative Republicans are pushing for a House vote Friday on a plan to add border funding and slash other spending.
I think that's the plan for tomorrow, and we'll see what kind of number we can put on the board.
Senate Republican leader Mitch McConnell criticized the approach of his own party in the House.
Shutting down the government is a choice, and it's a choice that would make the crisis at our southern border even worse.
Most senators agree the only road to funding the government is a bipartisan agreement that includes compromise. In Washington, Alexandra Lamone.
A government shutdown could have an impact on your travel plans. A shutdown could lead to flight delays and longer security lines. Nationally, more than 13,000 air traffic controllers and 50,000 TSA officers could have to work without pay. In Virginia, that would impact about 1,900 TSA officers and a little more than 630 air traffic controllers. Back in 2019, these travel employees saw the negative impact during a partial government shutdown. The number of TSA officers who were missing work hit 10% when that shutdown stretched into its 5th week. Lawmakers have until this Saturday to pass a final funding plan to avoid a potential shutdown on Sunday.